Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cavanaugh's Corner. Today on the show I'm going to be talking about a movie that came out a little while ago on 4K Blu-ray, but I wanted to review it because I picked this up on a sale around Black Friday, and honestly this was one of the best deals around when it was on sale. Again, I think this is one of the best 4K action movies you can buy right now, and that is of course John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Now I actually reviewed this movie on the channel when it came out in theaters a while back, but I wanted to talk about this 4K Blu-ray because this was one that I saw it in theaters and I really liked it. I didn't pick it up on 4K right away just because I honestly, quite frankly, just didn't have the money for it when it came out. It came out during a time when a lot of 4K Blu-rays were coming out that I really wanted, and this sadly got pushed aside, but I wanted to review it today because this is a really fantastic disc and its merits are really outstanding, and I wanted to talk to you about it today. Now, the other two John Wick films I've reviewed on 4K as well, and I'll put a link in the description below. But one thing I have to say about this disc that really helped it out, and as you can kind of see behind me here, even the digital copy has it, as this has Dolby Vision HDR, and you never think that Dolby Vision makes a big difference, but the prior two discs only had HDR10. The Dolby Vision on this disc really does make all the difference. This movie has incredible visuals, and that high dynamic range that's on this disc and on the digital copy is really incredible. The colors you get on this disc are mind-blowingly beautiful. They are so vibrant and bright, they may make you wince a little. It is an incredible disc. There are scenes in the film, especially near the end, when there's a hand-to-hand kind of showdown. Again, I won't spoil anything in this review, but there are some action scenes in this that really are absolutely some of the best that have been put to film in clearly over maybe 2 decades now. And this disc is really the best way to see it. There's a lot of neon lights used in this movie and in the previous one, and the movie gets glaringly bright sometimes. Now, the movie does mostly take place at night, which I think is kind of fascinating, but there is a great scene that takes place in a desert, and that desert scene, the color that you get is really incredible. I was very blown away by the detail on this disc as well. The detail was really just off the charts on this. Keanu's bruises and cuts, he gets pretty screwed up in this movie. They really do beat the ever-loving crap out of him, and it is really wild to see his clothes and, just the damage that he takes as the movie goes on. It's really incredible to see on this disc, and I have to say the picture quality on this is one of the best that I have seen to date. It is a mind-blowingly beautiful disc, and again, I can't say that enough. I was very, very impressed with the visuals on this disc. Now, this also has a Dolby Atmos track, and the Dolby Atmos audio on this is some of the most immersive audio that I've seen to date. Gunshots are very, very loud. The directional effects with things clinging and clanging and ricochets in the background and, shell casings hitting the ground, you really get a lot of detail and a lot of action out of the sound on this disc as well. And I was very impressed by the sound mix. Chapter 2 was a standout on the format in terms of audio quality, in my opinion. I thought that disc was really, really impressive. The visuals were great, but the audio on that disc was almost better. And this really just turns it up to 11 in terms of the audio. I was very surprised. The lows are very low. The sound effects are just crunchingly, like, almost disturbing how good they are. I was very, very impressed with that. And I love the way they handled dialogue. The dialogue was always crisp and clear, front and center. The music is blasting, and the audio of the sound effects, the guns you know, racking, shotguns, and you know, pistols all have, you know, different sounding effects depending on the pistol. They really went above and beyond on this disc. The disc also has a whole bunch of special features, and the one thing I love, this is a Lionsgate release. It's, you know, that's the studio that does these films. They do something great that I really love, and it's that they put all the special features on the 4K disc as well as the standard Blu-ray. And I love the fact that you don't have to switch discs to see those special features. They're all there, and I really, really love the fact that that's in there. They're all there, and there's quite a few of them. There's a great one that's called Bikes, Blades, Bridges, and Bits. And that's a really interesting one to see because it talks about the action sequences in certain parts of the film, little bits and pieces that they did to make this movie really exciting and just, you know, kind of scary, dangerous, the stunts. And the fact that they did most of these stunts for real are, it's impressive. It's really, really impressive, and I highly recommend you check out the special features if you liked this movie, because I'll tell you, it doesn't get any better than this in terms of action, in my opinion. I think this is one of the best action movies of all time. Hands down, one of the best action movies of the year, if not the best action movie of the year. And I really got to say that John Wick Chapter 3 is a definite buy. If you don't own this already and you like this series, definitely pick it up. If you're an action junkie like I am, this is an absolutely phenomenal release from Lionsgate. That Dolby Vision is incredible. The Dolby Atmos soundtrack is to die for. And if you like really beautiful looking movies, this is another one. Even though it's pretty brutal, it's beautifully brutal. It's brutal. I just created a new word. But anyway, that's all for today for Cavanaugh's Corner. Definitely pick up John Wick Chapter 3. If you're interested in buying this film, I'll put a link in the description below. If you use that link to buy this film, again, I get a little kickback, and it really does help out the channel a lot. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more. I'm sorry that I missed a video last week, but I took a little break, plus I had a sore throat for a few days and I couldn't talk. Which is kind of a tough thing when you're doing videos, when you need to talk. I was kind of sounding like Batman. So if you want to see more videos like this again, hit that subscribe button, because I try to do at least one video a week. Again, thank you very much for coming back to the channel here, and I'll see you next time. So long.